We're looking at your the numbers for your minutes played, all of your starters. 4 of them are over 37. What is it going to take for you guys to try to balance that out? Is who needs to step up? Sort of how do you guys find that balance?
It's about me. Right now, I have to do a better job with it. I think I have. And if you look at our minutes, I think they're trending downwards, so the more comfortable I get, the better I'll be able to put a handle on it. Like I said, our first 2 years here, Jordy helped me with the minutes. So between the two of us, it was easily done. We got a new guy, the defensive coordinator, Luke, who needs to just concentrate for the most part on the defense. And we've asked a plethora of guys, including Doug, to continue to help me with the minutes. And so it's at the end of the day, it falls on me because I just don't have the grasp that I want on it while I'm coaching the game to also feel the clock and get the subs going too. So everybody's trying their behind off. They're trying to play the right way and giving us everything that they can give us. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'll get that figured out hopefully sooner than later. I think it's trending in the right direction.
Hey, Mike. I believe, with the exception of the Utah game and the Portland game, every single game has been pretty close or come down to the wire to some extent. I'm curious, how much does that accelerate kind of the growth process or the development process of this team getting comfortable playing together when so many of these games have been down to the wire really close to start of the season?
Obviously when that happens, the pressures to end the game are a lot different, and you have to be on point. I have to be able to help those guys, so it doesn't just help the players grow, it helps all of us grow. It helps me figure out, okay, hey, late games I don't want to do this, or that's not going to work because teams are going to play this way, and they're going to be able to be a little bit more physical and get away with certain things. And so playing these close ball games has really made us as a staff look hard at what we're doing to try to get it right, because some of these games can go either way, obviously, but finding a way to win while learning on the fly is good. We're not going to win every game, whether it's against a good team or a bad team, but the thing that I like, every game that we played, even our losses, have basically been a one possession game, and so that speaks to a big mantra of ours, which is to compete. And if you're competing, no matter what you do defensively, no matter what you do offensively, you're going to give yourself a chance. You may not win at the end of the game because you may make a mistake here or a mistake there. And I'll be the first to admit that I made a couple of mistakes down the stretch. But these games are making us look at everything with a fine tooth and comb to make sure we can help put the players in the best possible position, and they're getting some great reps at highly competitive games early in the season, so it's a positive way I look at it.
Mike, excuse me, offense is what, top 5 basically points and offensive rating, field goal percentage, free throw, shooting has all been great. The 3-point shooting hasn't been great. So I guess 2 parts. One, what are you seeing there? Like, I know you think you have good shooters who can shoot the ball better than maybe they are right now. Like, what's it going to take to kind of bring those numbers up? And then, like, how optimistic are you about what this offense really can become once all of those things kind of coalesce for you?
I think offensively we can be really, really good. Now, granted, we're not going to be a top 5 team in every category, from free throw percentage to field goal percentage to 3-point field goal percentage on down the line. We're going to struggle in some areas from time to time, and it may result in where we sit during the course of the season, standing wise in that particular category. So bottom line is I believe we have really good 3-point shooters. The only thing that I see in that regard is sometimes we hold on to the ball a little too long when we touch the paint, and we don't spray it early enough. And sometimes when we do spray it, the pass is not on time and on target. So a guy may have to reach down here, you have to reach up here, and then bring it to the shooting pocket and shoot and shoot the ball. So those are the only two things that I see from time to time is, hey, if you're open, let it fly, and if you touch that paint, make sure you get off, get off of it and make the simple play by going on time and on target. Other than that, I truly believe that our three-point shooting is there. It's going to come around. We got very, very, very good shooters, and it's just a matter of time before guys start shooting the way that they can from that line.
Hey, Mike, early days still, but how do you find DeMar has fit in? And to the question too about sort of crunch time, how has he made it work with De'Aaron and obviously a few other very accomplished players in those scenarios? How have you found his, integrating into those moments?
DeMar has been really good for us, on the floor, off the floor. Just first of all, just a great human being, and to have that presence, that mature presence that he brings to the table every single day is awesome. We feel it as a staff, the team feels it as teammates, and I'm sure anybody that sees him out in the public feels it as well. Going down the stretch, what it does, it just gives you another guy, to be able to go to. And, a lot of teams, they know exactly what's coming. And so now it's about, do you have a guy that can go still get a bucket at a high level? And a lot of guys can get a shot off, and they might think it's a good shot. But at the end of the day, it's about what's your percentage? What's your field goal percentage? Is your field goal percentage 48, 49, 50% as a guard? Is it, 60, 62, 63 or higher as a big? And, a guy like DeMar, his percentage is there, and he has the best defenders on him every night. He's been put in those situations and he's come through. And so to be able to say, okay, hey Fox, go get it. Okay, hey, you know what? They put X defender on Fox, DeMar, you go get it now. It's a luxury to have.
Speaking of defenders, you're pretty familiar with Davion Mitchell, I'm sure. And,
Yeah.
what kind of luxury is it as a coach to have an on-ball point of attack defender of that level? And how do you kind of coach against that now?
Well, the first thing is he definitely takes pride in it. And so, if you have a guy that embraces his superpower, then that's the best of both worlds. And he definitely embraces it. And he was good for us the years that he was here. And he's good for, obviously Toronto now. And the thing that you can do is we don't necessarily, like Fox is our quote-unquote point guard, but really all five of our guys can bring the basketball. And so at times having other guys bring it, but also, one of the things that we didn't do a great job of is putting, not just him, but because a lot of their guys, they play extremely hard and they're very good at the point of attack, but putting them off the ball so that they have a different feel and or a different look. And so, you're not going to take his superpower away from him because he embraces it, but you do have to mix it up by doing those two things throughout the course of the ball game. And we didn't do a great job at it in Toronto.
Coach, sorry if this already has been announced, but is Kevin playing and is he starting? If so,
Is Kevin playing? Kevin's playing.
he'll be in that starting
He's
spot.
starting.
And then, obviously, a unique situation facing the same team in such a quick turnaround. And with the loss, was there anything that you saw that you didn't like from that loss that you are hoping that your team bounces back tonight?
So Toronto played very hard up there, and they outscored us in a couple, hustle categories or however you want to call them. We got outscored 43-29 in transition and second chance points. And the Toronto, they play fast, but we're supposed to be the fast team, and they beat us pretty bad in that category. We're also supposed to be the team that emphasizes offensive rebounding, and we got crushed in that category too. So hopefully tonight, we'll do a better job in transition for us and against them. And like I said, hopefully we'll do a better job too in the offensive rebounding category, because those two areas are two big staples of ours that we emphasize as our identity, and we didn't get it done up there.
Thanks everyone.
Thank y'all. Thanks, Cole.